What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. I want to do a video, and I want to talk about how much I've been struggling lately with work and trying to work really hard, but not getting anywhere good. It seems like everything has been thrown in my way. I've just encountered every problem you can imagine. I'm surprised I made it through all of that stuff. And it seems like there are people trying to sabotage my progress and my success, trying to keep me held back by powers that be, stuff that's out of my control. People say you shouldn't worry about what's out of your control, but you almost have to when it affects your livelihood in all aspects of your life. You know, there's people in power that call shots. It feels like there's people trying to keep me struggling and put me in bad decisions. It sounds like a victim mentality type belief system, but I'm not that type of person. I think I used to be. I think I used to blame everybody and blame everything, and people are out to get me. But I don't want to come off as that, because I don't think I am that. I think that some people are out to hurt people, and I can't prove that people have been intentionally trying to sabotage me, but that's what it feels like. Feels like there's some people in power that have been trying to sabotage me, and I want to be able to prove it, but I can't. And I've been struggling so much. It seems like I've been working so hard to live a little more comfortably, or get financially stable, comfortable, independent. And every time I start to get a little bit ahead and get some progress, it seems like there's somebody setting me up somehow through work, by sabotaging my work and my effort and my progress, and making me look bad, or trying to blame me for some things that happened that weren't my fault. And it may sound crazy, I may sound like I'm just imagining this stuff, but in a world with politics and social hierarchy, it's very possible that people can be manipulating your progress through your work and your relationships in life. I know how devious people can be, and that's what it feels like. It feels like there's people, a network of people like Gangstalkers and a whole connected gang of people working to try to destroy my life for some reason. For some petty reason that they believe in. I don't know. It's crazy, but I think it could be happening, because if you look at society and the different cults and how would you say, organized gangs and crime and the way things have always worked, there's always been people in power calling the shots and manipulating the system to sabotage people if they don't fit in or go along with the status quo. And there's always been people rising up against it, to fight against it. The people that don't fit in and the rebels that rebelled against it. So it feels like I'm fighting against powers that be that I can't see. Things that I can imagine happen. People working together to try to manipulate the system, to orchestrate and get people they want ahead, but not the people that really deserve it. It's almost like, it seems like a power play in a structure, in a corrupt system, and it's all rigged against you. It's almost like no matter what I do, I'm not gonna fit into that system, because I'm like an outcast. I'm looked down upon. I think I've made some people look down upon me because I don't fit into their definition of what it is to be a part of their cult or whatever, or their societal structure. I don't fit in the norm, but I don't want to sound crazy, because it's a little far-fetched idea. It's a big far-fetched idea. And people will label you crazy too, to try to keep you messed up in life, I think, too. And I think I went through that for a long time. I think people labeled me as crazy to downplay me and play me off or blow me off and keep me stuck, and they won't give you any opportunities. That is probably one of the worst places to be, is to be labeled, crazy, and you can't do anything. You're just stuck in a twilight zone of existence. So struggling and fighting against the system is better than being stuck in a place where nobody wants you around. I think maybe because I came from that place, that I'm still carrying some of those labels. I was in that place labeled like crazy, and he's no good. And it's funny because people will lie about you too. People will lie about you to a lot of people. And I wasn't out spitefully trying to hurt people, but there's people like that. So I want to think of myself as good in that aspect, but I was a bad person. I made some big mistakes, but nothing out of spite to hurt other people. So I'm trying to fight against this opposition, or this feels like there's a big push against my opportunities. They're trying to cut off all my opportunities, and this is reach. It feels like there's people fighting against me in other states and companies and various places and relationships with all kinds of people spinning a long way through the internet. They're linking up and trying to maybe lie about me, to attack me, to attack my character, to assassinate my character. It sounds crazy, but it's possible. Can you imagine people, trying to work together to destroy people's lives and assassinate their character, and to make sure they don't get anywhere in life? Is that a thing? It could be a thing. It might have been a thing for a long time, and I'm just not seeing it. And to fit in and to fight against it is where I'm at now. I'm not trying to fit in. I'm trying to fight against it. It's good. It gives me something to fight against. It's like the tide and the current of life you're fighting against. But it feels like I also have opposition that I don't even know that people have risen to be because of, like, I have enemies I don't know. That's what it feels like. It feels like I have enemies all around me trying to plan and plot my demise. And I don't doubt it. It's possible. If you can imagine it, it's probably possible. If it's feasible and practical, it can be possible. And it's possible with the internet and the way people connect and work together. So there's been a lot of crazy things happening this past few weeks. I think somebody was following me. People following me. They were hacking my phone and trying to track me. They could be hacking my phone right now. They could be recording me and watching me. So I don't know why. I haven't been out to try to do people harm. They could be tapping my phone. It's crazy. It just feels really crazy. It feels like people are following me, watching me. Everywhere I go, they're looking for me, because I can see people, and they pop up and they're looking at me all crazy, and they're like they've been trying to find me for some weird reason. It's weird. Like they've been stalking me and trying to find me. Like there's something that they need to find me for, but they won't approach me. They run in and they look at me and they're like, oh. And then, it looks like gang stalking type activity. Like I've seen people document on here too. So I'm fighting against that, and I'm trying to survive, and I'm struggling. And it feels like none of these people care about any of that. They don't care about what else is going on. They have like a mission to sabotage me at all costs. And nobody's helping me. That's another thing. Like I can go places and nobody will talk to me to help me, to point me in a direction. Nobody will try to give me an opportunity. I think there are some good people like that can give you opportunities, but it's hard to find good opportunities. out here. When you are in a current situation, living situation, it's hard to take advantage of situations or opportunities that are only available in certain places far away. You only have a limited amount of opportunities in certain place that you're at with certain people. So you don't fit in. They don't want you there. They're going to cut you out. They're going to get you out. And they're going to cause you problems. So that's where I'm at with it. I think for a long time, there's been this like constant battle with people trying to sabotage me, assassinate my characters, do a smear campaign on my life, and make me look bad. And I don't know why people go out of their way to destroy other people. I could see if they did some crazy shit that caused you a bunch of problems and stuff. I could see if they went out of your way, or they did some like, how would you say it? They did some foul shit to you, just blatantly, spitefully. But I've never done that to people. I've never spitefully hurt them and gone out of my way to hurt people. I may have caused some problems because I made some mistakes, but I wasn't spitefully out to hurt people. I wasn't trying to go out of my way to hurt people. But it feels like that's what they're doing to me. It feels like they're trying to go out of their way to stop me from having a good life. It sounds crazy, but there's like a gang stalking community, I think, that I'm not a part of. I think I've seen it for such a long time that people are stalking me, and I can tell like if somebody's stalking me because it's just me out here. When you're one single person and you're living life, you can tell when people are trying to follow you, and they can't get at you through other people because you're not with other people. They can't meet up with you, and they don't know you, so they're trying anything to get near you and talk to you, and it stands out. It's always going to stand out, but I'm fighting against it. I'm going to try to find a way out. It feels like I'm stuck in a place where they're stalking me. I think they might have hacked my phone, and there's people following me, which sounds crazy. I'm not like that important of a person. I don't have a lot going for me, and I don't even have a place to live. I'm just out here just going. So it feels crazy. It sounds crazy, but I promise you I'm not crazy. And I don't have nobody to talk about this with. And I don't know if this is even going to help, but I'm going to try a couple things I just want to get back to a quiet, normal life and have a decent life with a girlfriend. And it seems like I can't have that because my character's been assassinated, and I have no friends, and they cut me off and they label me as crazy, but I can get a decent living and get some decent amount of money in the bank and get a nice, decent place. And all that would come back as long as people realize, as long as people stop trying to assassinate my character and don't know who I am. So, I don't know if that sounds realistic or far-fetched, but I think people are trying to assassinate my character for some reason. There's like a public enemy number one on me. know if this goes on with a lot of people, but it's weird because a lot of people are talking about it too. A lot of people are saying that people are gang stalking them, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. Why would people be gang stalking just one single person that really isn't out to hurt anybody or do anybody wrong? And there's like a list of people that need to be gang stalked because of some reason. So this intrigues me too. I want to fight against it. I want to figure it out and try to help people do it, figure it out, and fix this problem, because this doesn't feel right. And it feels like it's in my life, and it's been in my life for a long time. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all the jobs I'm at where people act kind of crazy, and all the places I go where people try to act crazy and look at me crazy. Like, I'm just living my life. Leave me alone. But anyways, I'm gonna cut it off there. I've been going on because it's just been bugging me a lot. So I'll see you in the next one.